But if black men would have did this, oh my God.
Because black men don't give a damn who black women date.
I'm here to tell you right now.
We do not care.
We don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
What's going on YouTube? Is your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the backup channel. If you guys are still following back to the OG channel, and if you know anybody that isn't aware, spread the word. Yes, the OG channel is officially back and monetized, and yeah, this time I'm coming back with a bit of vengeance. I don't know if they're a content creator or not. From the looks of it, doesn't seem to be much of one, but they are desperate to get my attention, and they keep tagging me in their community posts. And what really stuck out was this comment, and I get this quite often. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually coming from the same person, just another profile. Because I gotta keep blocking people because all they want to do is harass me and try to get my attention just because they disagree with me on something. But this person said, why is he in Thailand and still speaking on black women? Well, first of all, I speak on women in general. Second of all, there's actually a black community out here in Thailand. And third of all, if I wanted to, and if it came down to it, I would actually prefer dealing with a black woman out here who's been living out here in comparison to somebody who's hiding behind a goddamn screen and don't even show their face and don't know me from a can of paint. And I've actually met black women out here in Thailand that are actually cool. But I digress. There seems to be some kind of trend going on TikTok of, I guess we can say, the divestors over here being proud of the white zaddy, the 99 problem but a ninja ain't one trend, I guess we can call it that. And I'm only going over this because I figured, well, you know what? Since you want to bring it up so much, let's see if you got that same energy for black women that talk about other races of women, but somehow seems to still be talking about black men. Something tells me this person won't have that same energy. But let's keep it moving.
99 problems, but a nigga ain't one. Oh, 99 problems, but a nigga ain't one. Oh, 99 problems, but a nigga ain't one. Oh.
But if black men would have did this, oh my God, we get it. You date a white man, there's no problem. We love it. But to say I got 99 problems and a Negro isn't one is insane. And then proceed to put your boyfriend in the camera of another race. Oh my God. And two of these were in Black History Month. We get it. Man or woman, if you're dating someone outside of your race, you don't got to make it your whole personality. Man or woman, black, white, whatever, Hispanic, whatever. Please, can we stop it? But these posts are crazy, bro.
You tell me how rare it is you see other black women calling out the black women that do this shit. But you'll see black women coming out in mass if a black man did that. The same way I'm over here getting attacked just because I might do a video every now and then highlighting black women specifically, even though I travel around the world and don't spend much time in America. And the funny part about it is that I speak about American women in general. Everybody that watches me is not black. I've gotten recognized by white people just as much as black people out here in Thailand alone. And I would make the case that most black men are like this. We really don't care. It really doesn't bother us. I say all the time, deal with who likes you. I don't give a damn what race they are. And I mean that for both genders. I sincerely mean that. Because who am I to sit over here and say that when I've been dating outside my race ever since I got out of high school? First time I was in with anybody outside of my race, I think I was like 19 or 20 years old. So all the way through high school, nothing but black women. And just because I date outside my race doesn't stop the fact that the rest of my family is black. Like that doesn't change that. So it's like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's just one of these super duper pro black people, but I'm like, and if that's how you gonna be, then you need to point your attention to Dr. Umar a little bit more, because he ain't looking too right in the rain right now either.
Quinta was not a real issue because black men don't give a damn who black women date. Straight
there you
up.
go. We do not care.
Sisters, y'all have y'all own thing, and I ain't here to say why y'all be arguing.
Because black men are the backup plan. I'll say it. When they get older, their backup plan is always what has traditionally been there, which is Mr. Cleanup Man. We are the catfish of dating. Not catfish like the TV show, the literal catfish
But some niggas
that
like
cleans up. We come behind everybody's mistakes. You know what? 2 kids, I'm gonna marry you, right? You know, crazy baby daddy, I'm gonna marry you. Twice divorced, I'm gonna marry you. You know, you not who you were, not the same shape you were in college, you know, but I liked you back then and I got access to you now. I'm gonna marry you. Black men are the catfish of dating. And now that black men are starting to be like, whoa. Like, I'm a little bit desired, right?
Yeah.
I'm a little bit elevated, right? Like, you know, this even, oh boy, I hated Lamar when they would get off. We have to admit that the problem in our community right now is if there's a man right here and a woman right here, and they're within the same income bracket, right? Within 10 grand of each other, that the woman looks down on the man. Absolutely. Because she cannot practice hypergamy the way she want to practice hypergamy. Except when you want to marry, you know, the guy that works at a dispensary.
Whole time they was talking, all I kept thinking was like, damn, bro, that dude looked like the guy that played the villain in Black Lightning. What was it, Tobias? But I do want to touch on what he brought up about a woman looking down on a man when he only makes $10,000 more than her a year. That's so dumb. This is one of the reasons why I did that video on the backup channel about, you know, coming together and bringing your money together and having a 6-figure household. Because let's say you're making 50, or let me do one better. Let's say you're making 45, but he's making 55. You mean to tell me y'all can't come together and that's 6 figures, and you're gonna sit over here and frown on that because it's only 10,000 more than what you make, and that's 10,000 you don't have? So it's like I never, but it's like he said, because they can't practice hypergamy the way they want to. But let's keep it moving.
Women on pop the balloon because of the man's outfit.
Interesting.
And that man is well articulate, tall and handsome, has a career, no kids. He's talking some sense. He has a really good guy. And they'd be like, oh, I popped the balloon because I didn't like your outfit.
Oh, now I'm an I told you so individual. But the last time I checked, men have been saying you judge people off the way that they dress when it comes to certain ethnicities. But when it comes to other ethnicities, you don't judge them. Now, wait. Before you start typing in my comment section, didn't y'all just have a trend like 6 months ago about the something wife effect? Oh, you thought I forgot? No, sweetheart, I did it. Do y'all not go on this Pop the Balloon challenge? I don't like his outfit. I love his job. I love how he looked, but I just don't like how he looked. But when it comes to other people, you said, oh, I ain't got no problem adding some swag to him. But when it comes to... Never mind. Wait
a minute.
That nigga got a point.
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad he brought it up, because I almost forgot about that shit too, that black wife effect bullshit. And that shit that was trending. So you mean to tell me y'all can have all these passes for white men and y'all don't mind working with their wardrobe and working on their swag and dressing them up? But when black men are going on these pop the balloon shows, I mean, dude, it can. I've seen black guys go on a pop the balloon show and literally get disqualified just because of their shoes alone. Like, oh, I like everything else but the shoes. Nah, I'm good. Like, man, you can go to the mall and get a pair of shoes, man. Crazy, bro. Y'all will disqualify a man for a damn pair of shoes, man. But then want to sit over here and act like he a villain just because he want a childless woman. Y'all crazy as hell.
Black women participating in everybody cause has caused us to lose everything.
Right.
And when we participated in that White Women's Rights Act, we weren't going through the same things. Our men didn't mind us going to college, getting some education, and just taking care of us. They didn't mind. Like, we didn't have a lot of that stuff going on in our culture. It was going on with them because now they're being treated like the same slaves that once existed.
Right.
You know, now you're being expected to actually be a mom now. Nobody's taking care of that baby for you.
Right.
Now you're being expected to actually carry out your wifely duties. And it's hard because you got to sit back and relax the whole time while we're doing majority of the work.
Right.
And white men is seeing black men have these super amazing women that are doctors, that's standing up, that's fighting for freedom. Like, hold up now.
Right.
What's going on here?
Right.
So that jealousy of white women and white men being jealous of how we came together, and even after slavery, it's like, hold up, they don't even got nothing.
Right.
They sticking
They
together.
still
They don't
sticking
even
together.
have what we have, and they showing up together, and it ain't no show. You know, when we joined that, that's when we gave our black man up.
I think that black men are some of the most complimentary people on earth, especially the black women. I see them, hey queen, hey beautiful, you look good today, I love your hair. So this whole thing about, like, yes, you have the outliers, and yes, you have people who prefer not to have black women, but I see me, my friends, and just random black men all the time being nothing but positive. And I didn't even notice it at first because I was so used to it. And not to make it like a racial thing, but I had a friend of mine, she was actually white. And every time she was with me, she was like, I don't always see white men compliment white women the way I see black men always complimenting black women when I'm with you. And it wasn't until she said that I started to really notice it and like appreciate it. You could just be riding by on your back. You can be like, good morning, queen, have a good day. And it's just like, when she pointed that out, I was like, you know what? You're right. Hell yeah, you're right. So I want to make sure that I make that clear. Going back to the guy, I don't feel anytime you don't like black women as a black man, that's more of a reflection of yourself. And I actually feel, I want to say bad for them. I wish I could think of a better word, but something's not right because your family's black, your mother's black, your cousins are black. So if you have an issue with black women, then you have an issue with yourself. So I feel bad for him overall. I think that what happened is unfortunate. But at the same time, you can't do things and not accept the consequences. You can't berate and belittle black women and then be like, we're supposed to lift you up. I feel bad for you. I'm not going to say anything negative about the situation, but I'm also not going to say anything positive about the situation. It is what it is.
Black men in general, and this is a generalization, seem to appreciate women like me more than white men. There seems to be a disconnect between strong, powerful white men and strong, powerful white women. There feels like I'm a lot of woman. I say what I want to say. I do what I want to do. And that for some reason threatens a lot of men. There's a certain type of men that don't like that. They think I'm too loud or I'm too brass but I'm just acting like a man. You know, I'm not acting like anything. I'm acting like myself, and it's similar to what a man would do, and which would be fine. And there's something about black men that like that. They think that's cute, and they're turned on by my outrageousness or the fact that I don't give a fuck or that I want, that I'll say the thing. And so I like that. So there doesn't feel like such an imbalance. There's definitely like a cultural thing where black men, it feels like they appreciate that kind of thing more. And so that's attractive, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. As a woman, you want to be desired, and you want men who want to have sex with you and are like turned on by your strength, not emasculated by your strength.
Oh.
You know, like my strength shouldn't make you feel weak. It should make you feel strong.
Right.
That's how I think. Like
I think this is one of those things as black man is it can be like a gift and a curse at the same time, because the things that kind of hinder man from being able to like fully operate in his masculine is because of like stereotypes like this. Like what Chelsea Handler just mentioned, because as you guys know, she used to fuck with 50 Cent. I'll give you another example. Like out here in Thailand, I noticed like the Thai women that are on the bigger side of things, like they are far quicker to shoot they shot at a black man in comparison to any other race of man. And part of the reason why is because black men are known to deal with women that are a little bit on the thicker side of things. Now, the beauty standard in Thailand is a lot different. What we consider thick in the United States is considered fat out here. So, you know, you'll kind of pick that up if you ever happen to travel, especially Asian countries. But I think a lot of what she's referring to has a lot more to do with social conditioning. I would argue that men don't really find that shit cute. I think black men have just kind of been shamed and guilted into accepting it because we've been pretty much brainwashed into being seen as weak if we don't accept that shit. If we don't accept the way you talk, and no matter how crazy it sounds or how disrespectful it sounds, we've pretty much been brainwashed and guilted and shamed into accepting it. Otherwise, we're not being seen as a real man. And I did a video on that just not too long ago. Let's keep it moving.
Since we're on the topic of interracial dating, I want to go ahead and speak to this so we can put this conversation to bed right now. The most quoted statistic in black women's relationship conversations, and I quote, black wife/white husband marriages are 44% less likely to end in divorce than white wife, white husband couples over the same period. According to the Census Bureau, black wife/white husband marriages have the lowest rates of divorce. On damn near every panel show, on every podcast where black women don't like black men, they have quoted this statistic multiple times. And nobody has ever fact-checked them. But you know who did? I did. But where does this statistic come from? The report was found on Wikipedia, which is essentially what they were quoting. But it says that it's from the Census Bureau, so it has to be true. Did you click the blue 25, which essentially is the hyperlink? I did click the blue 25, and this is what I found. The Wiley article reported that these findings from a 2002 national survey of family growth. So, black women are quoting an article that was published 23 years ago? Yes, 23 years ago, black women. So every time you get your dumbasses on these panel shows, every time you get your dumbasses on this podcast and you quote this dumbass statistic, it's 23 fucking years old, you stupids. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all supposed to be the most educated, right? The black women who hate black men, y'all the most educated, and you quoting a 23-year-old statistic? You stupid motherfuckers. What's wrong with y'all? Making all y'all asses look stupid out here. But there are more recent reports that state from Bowling Green State University Marriage and Divorce Statistics, Marriage to divorce ratio in the U.S. Demographic Variation 2018. They updated them. All these reports say that Black women were the only group that had a higher divorce rate than marriage rate, with nearly 31 divorces per 1,000 married women aged 15 and older, and only 17.3 marriages per 1,000 unmarried women. Another report, the share of ever divorced Black women was 38.9% per 1,000 women in 2016, compared to 34.4% for whites, 13.9% for Asians, and 33.7% for Hispanic origin women. Divorce.com, updated July 15th, 2024. 51 plus divorce statistics in the U.S., including divorce rate, race, and marriage length. African American women have the highest divorce rates, while Asian women have the lowest. There is a consistent trend regarding marriage and divorce rates among women across the U.S. For example, Black women usually display the lowest marriage probability and the highest divorce rates. Different studies show that African American women are more likely to get divorced than women of other races. Sociologists suggest that it may be because of lower income and job prospects. All of those come from various studies, and they are more current than that dumbass 2002 Wikipedia article that you guys are quoting, making yourselves look ignorant. And the people on these damn podcasts that allow them to get away with this foolery and you not doing the research, you just as dumb as them. You just as dumb as them, because you sit there and accept this foolery, and Black women run their happy asses out there thinking that white men are after them. They're not.
And you know what? I always was a little bit sketchy about that particular stat. But I never fought against it because, stats are stats. Your numbers don't lie. So, I just chucked it as a W for the ladies on that one. Okay, y'all got that one. Cool. But to find out that that's going all the way back to 2002, and you got to think, Black men are dating out and marrying out way more than they were over 20 years ago. So ain't no telling what that stat will look like right now. Anyway, let me know what you thought about this. And if you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel and live channel. Links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.